Whether you're a celestial seeker, a daydream believer, or a moonlight manifester, who doesn't wish upon a star? But if you really want to bring your dreams to reality, work with the natural currents of the universe rather than against them. So here we're diving into the mechanics of moon magic for maximum success. Use an Aries moon to start a new venture, or dreamy Pisces to gaze into the astral realms. Whatever the occasion, there's a celestial prescription for you. And if you can, a like, follow, share and subscribe really helps my channel. The moon is a perfect vessel to respond to ritual intention, prayers and wishes. Number 1, it's beautiful, and nighttime adds an air of mystery to spell work. But significantly, the moon is a natural protector of the earth. Like literally, the moon shields the earth. And so her vibe is all about taking care of our needs. Secondly, the moon affects water, the tides and our own rhythms. It's magnetic. Energies are stirred, emotions flow. Water is a conductor and it carries a message. There's a sensitivity and a receptivity when you sit quiet with the moon. You feel it under your skin. Thirdly, the moon is a marker of cycles. Tuning into her cycles reminds you of your connection to a bigger picture and that you're part of a natural world and spiral in harmony with it. We mark the passage of time with the moon. A new moon in Libra becomes a full moon in Libra 6 months later, and you can see how the seed you planted has borne fruit. When is the best time to launch a new business idea, call in your soulmate, build abundance, or ask for protection and good health? First thing, you have to check in with your moon phases. Is it a full moon or a new moon that's best for your purpose? At the new moon, the sun and the moon are together, and it represents new energy, a seed ready to sprout. You use a new moon to launch a new idea, to launch a plan, to get your wishes out, and to plant a seed that you want to grow into a future project. Between the new moon and the full moon, the energy is building. This is called the waxing moon. At the full moon, the sun and the moon are opposite each other, and it means maximum conductivity. There's a big space between them to really manifest what you want and disperse it out. The energy is full and bursting, especially when the moon is rising to her fullest point. That's why the full moon is good for making wish lists, calling in soulmates, and attracting what you need. Between the full moon and the new moon, the energy is waning. It's pulling inward. This is a time for protection rituals, inner searching, deep healing, and letting go. This point right before the new moon is called a balsamic moon. It's the last phase before rebirth. So if you want something to grow, set your ritual between a new moon and a full moon. And if you want to let it go, set your ritual between the full moon and the new moon. But you can add an extra layer by lining up your spell work with the zodiac sign the moon is traveling in. You see, the moon passes through all 12 signs of the zodiac each full moon cycle, and you can totally take advantage of the astrological boost to drive home your vision. If you want to launch new plans, you choose a new moon. But if you time that new moon to when it's in Sagittarius, the launch is turbocharged. Full moons are ideal for love spells, but not so much when it's in the sign of Gemini. You'll get a much better match if you wait 1 month for the Cancer full moon, or get in 1 month earlier for the Taurus full moon. So sometimes this means preparing in advance and waiting for the right alignment. But consider that extra research, effort and commitment builds up the potency of your spell. It's like it's cooking it to the right temperature. You can use a moon calendar or an ephemeris to find out where the full moons are and what zodiac sign it's in. Or you can just Google, but remember to use your local time zone. How will you know what is the right zodiac sign specific for your moon magic? Here's a rundown of all 12 signs. with some ritual suggestions to launch your intentions in the right direction. When the moon's in Aries, the mood is bold, adventurous. It's about taking risks, being sporty, and taking on a challenge. It's a fire moon. It's ideally suited for needing courage, calling in protection, removing obstacles, dedicating to yourself, to your spirit, and warrior energy, bringing out your strength to face obstacles and push on through. The question to ask: when was I brave and independent? What skills did I use? As a suggestion or an affirmation, this is about fire energy. It's the first spark. Under an Aries moon, light a candle and have a fireproof dish ready. Write down what you want to initiate, especially where you need some courage to get you going, and visualize your wishes bursting into life and how it makes you feel to have achieved your goal. While that moment is still really clear, burn your list in the flame and watch the fire transform it to smoke and ash. You can put the leftover ash in the earth or in a pot plant to ground it later on. Or you can invoke your inner warrior. Get physical. Smear the ash on you and do a warrior dance. Do some drumming. Do some power poses. A Taurus moon is an earth moon, and the moon loves to be in Taurus. It puts out a really easygoing warmth and laziness that makes for really pleasant interactions, lushness, enjoying food, wine, music, enjoying your body, and general loveliness all around. A Taurus moon is really good for love and romance spells, for finances, abundance, sensuality, pleasure, and enjoyment. Also, the Taurus full moon in the southern hemisphere marks our Beltane festival, our sex and fertility festival. For the northern hemisphere, it's around the Taurus new moon that you do your Beltane festival on May Day. A question to ask: do I feel worthy to receive love and abundance? A suggested affirmation would be an attraction spell. On a piece of paper, draw a circle, and inside write down the kind of relationship you want to attract. The circle represents a boundary. Anyone or anything who is not aligned with what you have inside your circle can't get through your boundary. Read your wishes out to the moon and feel it magnetize towards you. Then wrap your list up in a rose quartz and put it in your spell box or somewhere safe with a magnet underneath it to magnetize and attract all that luscious energy to you. When you're finished, take a walk in nature and open yourself out, appreciating all the natural beauty. So what is a Gemini moon like? It's curious, chatty, buzzing about, mental activity, ideas, writing. There's a mental quickness in the air, and things can happen really fast. Words can pop out of your mouth before you've stopped them, and your mind can race and get distracted. Gemini moons, you can also get a spooky kind of telepathy or insight. Because it's ruled by Mercury, Gemini is about communication and messages of all kinds. It's versatile, so it's good for making connections and transmitting your prayers, your wishes, or your intentions, especially as a spoken, written, or mental picture. Gemini moons are good for learning. They're good for inner child work. The question to ask with a Gemini moon: what am I afraid to express or communicate? Gemini moons are also good for clearing the air. So if you need to sort something out or get to the bottom of a confusing interaction with someone, you could try stream of consciousness writing, just churning out 3 pages of whatever is in your head and letting it start to speak for itself. Or try this. Get yourself relaxed and imagine you're in a neutral space. Imagine you look above you and there's a big bright sun and it pours its beam down over your head. Ask permission for the person who you've got an issue with to come and meet you in this neutral space. And you'll know if you get a yes or a no or a maybe. Most of the time you'll get a yes. Imagine a bright light over them and it pours down over them. In this neutral space, you can clear the air. You don't create karma, you just clear it. And whatever is loving or meant to be remains. Leave yourself in that space for a few minutes, and when you finish discussing what you need to discuss, thank each other and come back into the present space. This can really clear the air and totally change the energy between you and someone else. The moon is the ruler of Cancer. She's in her domain, and the mood is receptive, psychic and nurturing, soft and sentimental. You want to be around people that you care about. And it's emotional too, especially with things that are hard to let go of, things that you normally sidestep. A Cancer moon is a water moon, and it's ideally suited for things like healing relationships, especially in family. It helps with flow, for creative blocks, for fertility. It helps in finding new love, in giving nourishment to new projects, and especially in a Cancer full moon, making elixirs. The question to ask, where is my flow blocked? A beautiful thing to do on a Cancer moon is put a crystal in a dish of water and set it where it can catch some of the moonlight. Write your moon wishes on paper and put them under the dish. In the morning, reread your wishes and drink the moon-charged water. Wrap the crystal in the wish list and sleep with it under your pillow for a moon cycle. Leo moons are fire energy. People are drawn together. It warms the room. It makes you feel social, fun, confident. It puts you in the spotlight. It's playful, and it's really good for parties and get-togethers. When the moon's in Leo, it's really good for putting yourself out there, for asking for success, recognition, and confidence. It aligns with good health and strong recovery. It's also really good for love spells and calling in a passionate, protective lover. If you have to do a presentation or an interview, or you're doing something that needs you to stand out and get noticed, Leo moon is the one to time it for. The question to ask is, where do I hold myself back? And a suggestion is to bring out your inner lion. This is so much fun to do on a Leo moon. Get on all fours and let your head hang down naturally. Start breathing in and out through your solar plexus. And make it the colour of sunshine yellow. Start putting some power into your breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. You might find that your breathing either really speeds up or it slows right down. Whatever way is fine. You can slightly adjust your spine and your pose as you breath, but start to invoke your inner lion, your royalty and assurance, your self-confidence. Feel what it would be like to really be a lion, to feel the strength and the power building your body. Let your head lift and like a ball of light bursting from you, roar like a lion. Come to your feet and do a lion dance. Virgo moons make you want to clean your house, attend your admin, make lists, address health and fitness, and even spend time with your pets, being a practical help to others. And this kind of housekeeping makes Virgo the best moon for ritual. It brings order to chaos. It's an earth sign, it earths it, and yet it's mutable, meaning it's strong enough to hold and nurture your ritual intentions, but sensitive and fluid enough to transmit the message. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the messenger god who carries all communication. So this time is perfect for organising the details, focus and manifestation. Put your crystals and your tarot cards out in the moonlight for a cleanse. It's also good for any work with herbs, plant medicine, crystal healing, crystal ball gazing, and sending absent healing. The question to ask, How can I be more mindful and present? Here's a chakra clean that you can meditate with to calm the mind and vacuum out negative thinking. So you start off relaxed and you breathe down into the earth through your spine as wide as your hips, establishing a connection with the earth. Then you start breathing golden light in through the top of your head. With each in-breath, it moves through every corner of your body, inside and out. And with each out-breath, it releases and vacuums out what's unnecessary, negative, damaging or destructive. Imagine everything it touches turns to light, when every part of you feels like it's glowing clear golden light. Bring your focus to your heart center, and with 3 breaths, breathe in peace, breathe out love. On the 3rd breath, pull up all the energy from the earth and open your eyes. Welcome back. A Libran moon is social, with easy interactions that make life beautiful. Libran moons make you want to get into art and decorating, mixing and matching. You accessorize well and you're more refined in your tastes. Libra is ruled by Venus and is the sign of relationships. So for ritual, she's perfect for love spells, to attract love but also to help existing partnerships. Libra moons are also fantastic for wherever you need balance and harmony. You can use a Libra moon to reach a compromise or meditate on a solution to find peace. The question to ask is, what needs more balance? Venus was reborn each year with a ritual bath after spending time in the underworld. A beautiful thing to do is run a bath under a Libran moon. Add in your favourite oils, rose quartz, rosemary and petals. Make it beautiful. Before you get in, meditate on what is out of balance in your life. Is it your social life, your finances, your work stress, your diet? Start to draw big figure 8s through the water with your fingers and imagine that you're correcting the balance to a natural harmony. You don't have to know what it looks like. Just let the water run through your hands and your fingers and find balance. When you feel it's done, step into the bath and enjoy. You'll feel reborn when you step out. A Scorpio moon has a penetrating, electric, charismatic energy. There's intense emotions and vulnerability, especially on the full moon times. Scorpio moons are absolutely awesome for investigation, secretive work, detox, a purge, and for facing fears. This is also a time to journey through the underworld to communicate with those who've passed and connect with spirit guides and past lives. One thing with the Scorpio moon is you can get tough, start a discipline. For example, start a diet or a detox. The question to ask, what needs to be released? Scorpio has a hard shell and it protects the vulnerable part inside. So Scorpio energy is really good for protection spells. Try this one if you feel the energy in your environment or your workplace has got clogged up. Visualize a spiral of purifying energy spinning through your home or your workplace and let it move room by room. It's cleaning up all the unwanted damage or destructive energy and it's channeling it out. When it's done, it'll spin clear and slow down. Now that you've cleared it, to protect the space, visualize a pyramid of light above your entire home. See the 4 corners extending up to a point above you. And then put a pyramid of light beneath your home to form a big 3D diamond. Extend this diamond to the outer boundaries of your property and mark each of the 4 corners with a guardian. Sagittarius moons are super fun. They're adventurous, competitive and outdoorsy. You feel more spontaneous and optimistic and instinctive with a Sag moon. So you'll take a risk, you'll act on impulse, you'll get a bit cheeky. Sag moons are absolutely perfect for vision setting, for launching things and for expansion. Sagittarius lights a fire under your aspirations. It's a fire sign that spreads the fire out. So it's really good for publications, broadcasting and social media. All of these things really fly with a Sag moon. The question to ask, what gives me enthusiasm? If you're feeling your passion and your creativity is blocked, you can try a candle meditation. Light a fire to awaken creativity and life force. Light the candle on a Sag moon and sitting or standing in front of it, gaze into the flame. Feel the earth supporting you and breathe down deeply into it for a few breaths. With each in-breath, you draw that flame up through the base of your spine, higher and higher, stronger and stronger with each breath. And in one really long breath, let it go from the earth all the way shooting out through the top of your head. Bask in that amount of energy and light you've just created. Let your whole body tingle with it. Visualize your goal, your wish or your prayer, riding this wave of energy and coming back to you as reality. When you're ready, visualize closing down over the top of your head and breathe yourself back down into the here and now. Feeling your feet on the ground, open your eyes and be present. Capricorn moons are a bit formal, but they're really good for official business, commitments, organisation, planning, structure, working on strategy. When the moon's in Capricorn, it's really good for manifesting a long-term goal, for wealth creation, property, business success, drawing in the right advice or official agreements to go your way. The moon in Capricorn is very controlled and it's a bit guarded, so it's also effective for protection spells and warding off harm, resetting boundaries. The question to ask, what is my 5-year plan? And from a different angle, what do I want life to be like when I'm 85? What steps would need to be put into place to achieve that dream? Capricorn moons can help you set the right foundation and build it towards success. If you need a new car or more clients for your business, maybe you're relocating to a new area but not sure where to go, use Capricorn to help you sort out the strategies and really bring it to reality. Light a candle and write your wish list or draw what you need. Leave it under your candle holder while the candle burns down. The next morning, wrap it in a crystal or a gold coin and bury it somewhere special or hide it in a tree. When the moon's in Aquarius, it's all about being social, groups, activities, new ideas and concepts. You can detach and analyse your feelings better. You see possibilities and you can have clarity. Aquarius moons are absolutely perfect for group work, for coming together for a common cause, breaking free of limitations, finding inventive solutions, and meditating to reach higher dimensions. The question to ask, how am I engaged with and serving community? Design a power symbol or a mandala to break free of limitations. Start off your mandala by focusing on where you feel trapped. And from the center, allow the mandala to open up as you draw each repeating pattern. This mandala becomes something like a map. It holds the frequency of what you need to break through limitations. Use this to get your mind free. When the moon is in Pisces, it's dreamy, romantic, and soft around the edges. Pisces moons are sensitive and emotionally open and really receptive to others. So this makes them really good for things like dream work, trance, scrying, either crystal ball or mirror gazing, and sending out earth healing and gratitude. Pisces moons are good for soul retrieval and astral travel. They're good for contacting your spirit guides because the energy has a lot of conductivity in it. Pisces is a water sign. The question to ask is, what nourishes my spirit? A Pisces moon is a beautiful time to do heart healing rituals and meditations. Set up a ritual bath. Make sure you've got the right candles, the right music, a cup of tea beside you, and add your favourite oils, flowers, herbs, crystals. Make it beautiful, make it soft. Rose quartz and amethyst could be really good to use with this. You'll also need a cup of ice beside. Let your bath run and imagine that it's filling up with the most beautiful, unconditional love. Soft, accepting and forgiving. When you get into the bath, really let your senses open. When you feel softened and relaxed, breathing in and out through your heart, put the cup of ice and tip the ice into the center of your chest. Let the ice melt into the water. Any hardness around your heart is melting. Any wounds are being softened. Any pain is being washed away. Allow yourself to remember and feel. When you get out of the bath, your heart will feel fresh and new and healed. Give you thanks and your appreciation and gratitude that your heart is ready to give and receive love again. 12 moon signs to match your moon phases. As you can tell, this whole thing is a bit of a dance, mixing and matching what feels right, what aligns, and what will carry the message to the best advantage. Using new moon phases to launch things and using full moon phases to disperse and have protection. You can get so much more mileage with it when you line it up with the zodiac sign. Happy moon magic. I'm Meryl Key, and this is my mystery school. Find me on Instagram at my_mystery school or on my website www.merylkey.com. Thanks for watching.